Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Elite Wrestling World. I am your host GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here for AEW Collision post-show review. What a banger of a card we have for tonight. Tommaso Ciampa is defending his TNT title in a three-way match. So let's dive into it and talk about that. So we started off with Young Bucks versus Gates of Agony, number one contenders qualifier match. The winner will get a chance to wrestle in a three-way match on Dynamite for the number one contendership of the AEW World Tag Team Championship. So Matt Jackson started the match with Toa Liona overpowering Matt Jackson early on. Nick Jackson tagged in and quickly used his speed to even up the conflict. We saw Nick Jackson baited GOA into attacking and they ended up biting each other, allowing Bucks to hit their usual setup for Nick Jackson flipping over the legs of Matt Jackson to the floor. This began an extended hit segment on Matt Jackson by GOA. Then we saw Matt Jackson countered a suplex and almost tagged up, but Kaun caught him. He sent Jackson back to his corner and charged, but Matt Jackson dodged onto the apron, hit a flipping stunner on Liona, who was on the floor. Nick hit a double stomp to the back of Leona's head. Matt hit an elbow drop on Kaun while Nick hit a senton powerbomb for a 2 count. We saw Liona missed a senton on the apron to Matt and he tagged out to Nick, who hit an incredible dive after running up the ropes. Matt grabbed Liona in a front face lock and as Liona picked Matt up, Nick super kicked the knee and drove Liona down into a DDT. Then they hit the metal driver for the pinfall win. So Young Bucks is wrestling in the three-way match on Dynamite and the winner will get the number one contendership for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. GOA looked fantastic in this match and Bucks don't have bad matches, so it's gonna be an interesting match on Dynamite. Next up we saw Renee brought Kris Statlander out to the ring and she gonna announce the stipulation for her world title match against Thekla on Dynamite. We saw Thekla attacked from behind. Sister of Sins came down and they held Statlander while Thekla strapped her with her belt. After they left, Statlander grabbed the mic and said, "It's gonna be a strap match." So it's official, a strap match between Statlander and Thekla for the AEW Women's title on Dynamite. So it's gonna be a fantastic match. I hope they belt Thekla this time around. Next up, we saw Scorpio Sky versus Kevin Knight. The fans really liked both these guys. Both men exchanged a series of basic holds. Knight hit a running dive over the top rope into a clothesline on the ramp. That looks fantastic. And then Knight countered an attack on the apron but got countered himself on a springboard dive, which Sky countered into a neck breaker for a 2 count. Sky went for a fisherman buster but Knight countered into a roll up. Then there was a quick exchange of near falls that ended with Knight hitting a huge DDT on Sky for a 2 count. Knight leaped up and hit a Hurricane Rana and then a springboard clothesline before hitting a UFO splash for the pinfall win. So Kevin Knight gets a very good win here and I hope they put him against Ricochet for the national title. It's gonna be a fantastic match with these two as well. Next up we saw Mina Shirakawa versus Viva Van. Shirakawa attacked fast, hitting a sling blade and going for the glamour driver. Shirakawa attacked the knee repeatedly and went for a finger for leg lock. Van tried to attack Shirakawa while she was on the ropes, but Shirakawa fought back, hit a sling blade again, and then applied the finger for leg lock submission for the victory. So again, a great win for Mina Shirakawa, and I am curious to see what she will do next because her partner is doing the mixed tag team work. Next up, we saw Death Riders versus Skyflight in a mixed tag team match. Shafir immediately started throwing steel around with ease until Shafir slipped out. Yuta tagged in, attacked steel from behind. The referee's back, but Dante Martin hit a springboard clothesline to make the save. Yuta attacked Martin in the corner and referee tried to break it, and Yuta loudly announced that I have still 5 count like Bryan Danielson did. Martin tagged out to Steel, who hit a crossbody on Shafir. Then Marina Shafir just locked in the mother's milk for submission and win the match for his team. So Death Riders defeated Skyfly team. Post match we saw Yuta grabbed the pair of hair clippers and indicated that he was going to shave the head of Jada Steel, and Tony Storm and Cassidy ran down to the ring to make the save. So building up to their mixed tag team hair versus hair match. Next we saw Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor were at the bar sharing drinks as a man walked up to them and tried to hit on them. He got more aggressive, they beat him up and smashed a glass over his head. And we saw the graphics of their team name Brawling Birds. We saw Moxley backstage on a pre-tape promo talking about how Takeshita beat Moxley in the C2, and Moxley promised that this time it was going to be different. Moxley said that Takeshita was not the same young kid he was years ago, so they were going to find out who was the real better man on Grand Slam Australia. So hyping up that match for the Continental title. Next up we saw the parking lot brawl, Eddie Kingston, Ortiz and the Rascalz versus Big Bill, Bryan Keith and the Grizzled Young Veterans. The match was as wild as one could expect, with ton of weapons and Las Vegas skyline in the background. After Bill dominated the early part of the match, he threw Xavier over a limousine, and we saw James Drake was busted open quickly. He brawled with Zachary Vance. Kingston was hitting everyone with a kendo stick until Big Bill cut him off. Zachary Vance and Bryan Keith spilled out of the limo as it was suspicious smoke emitting from it, and then he called Keith a lightweight and kept beating on him. We saw Grizzled Young Veterans hit low blows and started choking Kingston out with their scarves. We saw Isla Dawn ran in from behind a car and hit Ortiz with some drywall. Myron Reed came out of nowhere and hit a senton bomb on GYV, and he took Isla Dawn away. Then Ortiz powerbombed Drake on Hood, while Kingston hit a DDT on Gibson for the pinfall victory. So again a very good brawl in the parking lot, and everyone looks fantastic in this match. And in the main event we saw Tommaso Ciampa versus Claudio Castagnoli versus Roderick Strong for the TNT Championship. Ciampa and Strong started the match driving Claudio on the floor. Ciampa and Strong started chopping each other like old times. We saw Ciampa hit the rope. Strong came in with a sick kick that dropped Ciampa. Unfortunately, he turned around into an attack from Claudio, and we saw all three men exchanging moves. Looks fantastic to see. Claudio and Ciampa began exchanging hard strikes to the delight of the crowd. Strong and Ciampa resumed exchanging hard strikes, but Claudio pulled Ciampa from the apron. Strong flew through the middle ropes with a drop kick on Claudio. Claudio blocked a back suplex on the guardrail and hit a face-first suplex on Strong onto the rails. Ciampa then decided to charge Claudio, but he grabbed Ciampa and hit a gorilla press onto announce table that dropped Ciampa. That looked brutal. We saw Strong ate a Yakuza kick from Claudio while holding onto the submission. Claudio soon faced a double team attack from Strong and Ciampa. Then Ciampa hit a DDT on Claudio for a very close 2 count. Strong hit a sick kick on Ciampa and he was spinning. Strong then tried to hit a flying knee on Claudio, who caught Strong. And then we saw European uppercut from Claudio as well. Ciampa flew in with a knee strike of his own and knocked Strong out and get the pinfall victory. So Ciampa wins the match in a very classic way and retains the title. I think that was an excellent main event, and both of the Strong and Claudio looks fantastic, and Ciampa is always amazing. Clyde Fletcher came out on after the match, confronting Ciampa and celebrating the TNT title win of Ciampa. Fletcher said that he wanted to walk into his home country in Sydney, Australia next week with a hero's welcome, and he challenged Ciampa to a match for a TNT title on Dynamite next week so that he can enter Grand Slam Australia next Saturday as champion. And we get the official graphic of that as well. It's gonna be Ciampa versus Fletcher for the TNT title on Dynamite. I think it's gonna be a fantastic match, and let's see who wins that match. So that's the show, folks. Please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.